everyone and welcome back to my Fashion Cupboard Baby. Today I'm sharing with you a much requested video. This will be my what's in my hospital bag for labour and delivery for me, mum. I've already posted my what's in the hospital bag for my baby, so I will link to that video below if you didn't see that one. I decided to split them up because this video would be like half an hour long if I didn't. In this video we're going to cover what I've actually packed in my hospital bag for me. If you watched my 33 to 36 week pregnancy update, then you'll know already that I am back on the low risk pathway, having had some previous complications earlier in my pregnancy. I am back to low risk. Everything has sorted itself out completely naturally by itself, which is great, which means that there is a possibility that I could get out after 6 hours of delivering this baby, provided everything goes well. However, last time around I did stay in for 2 nights, so I've kind of worked on that premise. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to not pack enough things for myself and then my husband has to go around trying to find a nursing bra or a nursing tank top or something. He's not going to have a clue. So for that reason I'm trying to be organised. So I probably overpacked. I hope I've overpacked because I do hope to get out earlier than last time around. As I mentioned in my baby's hospital bag video, I am giving birth in the UK. It's an NHS hospital, which means that there are certain things that we need to bring with us that possibly in your country are provided for you. So bear that in mind as we go through. And like I said, I've packed on a basis of around 2 nights. So I've got kind of 2 nursing night dresses and 2 daytime outfits and that sort of thing. Also, if you don't already follow this channel, you may not already know that this is my second baby. So this is my second time around. I feel like I have a better idea of what I need this time around. I did watch back my what I actually used in my hospital bag video from the first time around with my toddler, who's now 2.5. Just to remind me. Yeah, I feel like I have a bit more experience of what I actually need once I'm in the hospital. So without further ado, let me show you what is in my bag for labour and delivery for myself. I have used this overnight bag from Avon to pack all of my hospital stuff for myself. I've had this bag for ages. It's quite handy because it can go over your shoulder as well as easily carried, and it's a good size. It's an overnight bag, but it's not huge, so it did discourage me from packing too much. So I'll just show you what it looks like inside, and then I will take everything out and show you exactly what I've packed. So I have a toiletry bag. My contact lenses have just been thrown in here. I have packed some things in these Ziploc bags, a bit like what I did with the baby's bag. But I will take everything out and show you exactly what I have packed. This is an overview of what I have packed inside of my hospital bag. So you can see that I can fit quite a fair amount of things in this bag. The bag also has just a side compartment where I plan to put my hospital notes. I'll show you, I do have a few things to add at the last minute, so I'll show you that list at the end. So starting over here on the right hand side, the first couple of things are kind of for baby and mummy, I suppose. The blanket is to go over the car seat when we're taking her home. That didn't fit in the changing bag, so it's going in my bag. And the other one is this nursing cover. This is by Baby Olay, and it's just in case I want to nurse in the hospital and I have any visitors. I am hoping to get home fairly quickly, so it's possible that that won't be required, but I thought I would pack it just in case. I'll now come down and show you what I've packed clothes wise before moving on to toiletries afterward. So the first couple of things I have here, this is one of these towels for your head, like a hair turban. And this is kind of the same thing for your body. It has Velcro around about the chest area so that you can Velcro it together and don't have to hold your towel onto you. I found this really handy in the hospital bag last time around, just because it's hands-free, so I like that for the hospital bag just in case I'm taking a shower. Over here we have a pair of leggings, and I will be packing one other pair that's in the wash. I do only have 3 pairs of maternity leggings, and no doubt I will be wearing one pair to the hospital, and I will pack the other 2 pairs just in case I need them. Here I have got a Maternity Tankini. and this is by the brand Pez Door. I actually bought this on eBay the first time around when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I never had a chance to use it because there wasn't a pool, but the birthing unit that I'm going to be using this time around does have a pool, so just in case. This is a halter neck Tankini, just the top here and the bottoms, just in case I do want to use the pool when I'm labouring. Next thing we have under here is two nursing tops. I'll just spread them out to show you what they look like. Okay, the first one is by NYX Maternity. I'm not sure what possessed me to buy a size 14, because I was probably a size 12 before falling pregnant, and they should really order your normal size because this is absolutely huge. But the idea is it's a pretty frill top in pale pink, and you can lift it up to nurse. So that is the first of my nursing tops. And the other is just a really simple black nursing tank. This one is also from NYX Maternity, but it is size 12, and you can unclip the straps here to nurse your baby. So two nursing tops to go with my leggings. Next I have packed two nursing friendly nightgowns, so I'll just show you what they look like as well. The first you may recognise if you watched my recent Primark haul. This is not a maternity, I just bought a size large, but this is a night shirt and it's got Ariel from The Little Mermaid on. Obviously the buttons open up to make it nursing friendly. It's quite long, which means that I'll be modest in the hospital, well covered, and it has roll up sleeves, and I just thought this looked light, airy, comfortable and easy for nursing. I might even consider labouring in this if I feel like I want to get changed into something more comfortable and if I have time, just because it's going to be really easy access to have skin to skin contact straight after the birth of my baby. And this is my other nursing night dress. Just a really simple sort of brown floral pattern. I had this with my first baby, first time around, and I actually picked this one up on eBay. I think it's from M & Co. Just really simple. And again, it's one of these unclip the straps to nurse. And it's very stretchy, very light and very comfortable for a summer birth. Next we have two nursing bras. These came in a pack of two. And they're by the brand Balm, and these have no underwire, so they're nice and soft. They're comfortable enough to sleep in, as well as wearing during the day. And again, it's a clip down so that you can nurse and feed your baby. So I've packed two of those. Next, I have packed these sort of slipper socks, if you like. I did find that my feet got cold in the hospital last time around, despite it being July. This time around it'll be June, and these have those little sticky bits on the bottom so you don't slip on the hospital floors, and these are just from Tesco. They're kind of just slipper socks, quite self-explanatory, but I thought that they would be handy for my hospital bag. Nice and cosy warm, but nice and safe to walk in. And the last in terms of clothing is my going home outfit. So this is a maxi dress, a maternity maxi dress. Can see my bump there. Obviously it goes right down to kind of my ankles. I'm pretty sure I wore this home from the hospital with Elena as well. I just remember from last time I didn't really want anything restrictive down there, so this was light, it was flowy, it wasn't catching or rubbing on anywhere. So I've got that, and I've also got alongside that just a little pale pink cardi. It's just from Primark, and the maxi dress is from New Look Maternity. And it's just one of these kind of 3/4 sleeve, really light cardis to cover my arms. Alongside those I have some just quite comfortable large underwear to wear. And I'll also show you that I've packed some disposable underwear for in the hospital. This is more for going home. And then I have packed one pair of socks, just again if my feet get cold in the hospital. But I don't really expect to wear these going home, but handy to have. In terms of non-clothing items then, I've packed a variety of things here. The first thing I'll just show you is actually for the baby. It didn't fit in the changing bag. I really do not expect to be using Pseudocreme on my newborn baby's bottom. However, I do have space in my bag, so I'm going to stick this one in. Yeah, I really don't expect to need to use this, but I'll put it in case. The next thing I have is, of course, Maxi Pads. These ones are for postpartum, so they're really, really thick and very, very long, which is exactly what you need when you've just had a baby. I have packed about 13 in here, which is just as many as I could fit in this Ziploc bag. That should be plenty. I remember last time around I felt so horrible. I just wanted to change these all the time, and I did bleed a lot when I was starting to try and breastfeed. So I do want to have a good lot of these, so these will come in very, very handy postpartum. As will these Tux Medicated cooling pads. Again, I used these last time around, and they are hemorrhoid pads, but they're also safe to use around the vaginal area if you've given birth vaginally. And they have witch hazel, and they are quite natural. I believe in the US that the hospital might even give you these. They don't in the UK. But I did get them from iherb.com. I will link below if you're looking for them in the UK. That was the cheapest place that I found, and I did find that these did work last time around, and also I did have hemorrhoids last time around, and I already have them a little bit during pregnancy this time, so these are going to be a lifesaver. As is this, probably, the new Mama Bottom Spray. Again, I had this last time around, but I also had the Dermaplast, which again I believe they give you in the US in the hospital, but again in the UK you don't get anything like that. The Dermaplast was definitely great, but it's really hard to get a hold of in the UK, so I went for the new Mama Bottom Spray instead. I don't think it's as good. It doesn't numb the area quite as well. And I think I just have to be very careful with these because I did get an infection last time around. And I think trying to keep the area as dry as possible is quite important. So I will be using this in the first couple of days just to soothe the area. But then after that I will stop using it so that everything can dry up. And if I have stitches and things, I don't get infected. But certainly straight away after giving birth, this will be nice just to soothe the area and keep it cool and clean. I'll just go through the other little random bits and pieces that I have here before moving on to the Ziploc bag and my toiletry bag. I have this carrier bag, and this is mostly for dirty clothes and that kind of thing. It's always useful whenever I travel or anything. I always take a carrier bag for dirty clothes to bring home, so definitely want to take this with me. I then have 3 pairs of contact lenses. Again, I'm really hoping that I won't be in the hospital long enough to need these, but they are 1 day throwaway contact lenses, so that's 3 pairs, 3 days. Yeah, we'll see if I need them or not. I'll probably be wearing my glasses when I go to the hospital. If not, then I'll pack them at the last minute. I have a Tangle Teezer. This one's actually by NYX, but it's the same idea. It's coconut scented. Yeah, you need a brush in your hospital bag to brush your hair. I'm trying out this lip balm, Haro Moon Balm, Blue Chamomile Vanilla. I remember from last time my lips got so dry, and they're already so dry. Definitely be needing this. I've also packed these Fresh Mints Peppersmith, the English Peppermint Sugar Free. These are just little peppermint sweeties, which I think if you're feeling a bit rubbish, if you can't really, I couldn't really eat during labour last time, so I didn't eat for about, I think like 37 hours or something like that, before having that teen toast after giving birth. And that it's just nice to have something like that, or chewing gum or something, just to keep your mouth nice and fresh. So next on to what I've packed in this Ziploc bag, just to keep everything together and easy access. I have these Garnier Micellar Extra Gentle Cleansing Wipes. I'm not a huge fan of cleansing wipes, but I thought I would try these ones out, and for a hospital bag these are the most convenient way to remove your makeup. Apologies for my nails, by the way, they're a complete disaster. They definitely need to get done. I have a nice new washcloth from Primark. You will have seen these in my most recent Primark haul. I got a pack of 5 disposable maternity briefs from Tesco. They only had the size small, which made me very nervous, so I've already taken a pair out and just double checked that they fit and they're absolutely fine. So these were good last time around because I didn't want to ruin all of my underwear. I also didn't really want to buy new underwear just to ruin it. I found that these held the maternity pads really well the last time around, and yeah, these will do me a couple of days because I'll probably want to change them a couple of times a day. Yeah, if you've had a baby before, you will know that it's not a pretty sight afterward. Next thing I've packed in here are a bunch of breast pads in case I'm leaking. The chances of my milk coming in the first couple of days in the hospital are really slim. I definitely didn't have much milk coming in. Even trying to get my milk coming in those first couple of days was a bit of a challenge, so I'm probably not going to need these, but I'm taking them just in case. Same with the nipple balm. This is just the N-Spa Mum to Be. I think this one was from Superdrug. Yeah, it's got lanolin in. Again, I don't expect to need that in the first couple of days, but better safe than sorry. And then finally, 2 little packs of tissues from Primark, because you always need some tissues. These are little cacti ones and I thought they were cute. On to what I have packed in this Victoria's Secret wash bag. This is one of the ones that hangs up on a hook, and I take travelling with me quite a lot. Don't necessarily think that I'll be hanging it up in the hospital, but it's really handy and it rolls and holds all of your toiletries inside. First thing's an eye mask. Again, I don't actually think I'll probably use this, but I thought I would stick it in there just in case. You never know, in case I want to zone out a little bit when I'm in labour. Starting at the bottom here, I have packed a few travel minis of different things. So we have the Miller Harris Terrovan shampoo and conditioner. This stuff smells quite nice, but it's not too overpowering, which I think is quite important when you have a newborn. I have a razor packed just behind here. And then I have 2 Ren products. These are the Neroli and Grapefruit Body Wash and Body Cream. Again, these aren't too strongly scented compared to some of the other ones that I had, so I went with those. I have a little mini Dove Go Fresh cucumber and green tea scent deodorant. A little dry shampoo Batiste, just in case I don't get a chance to wash my hair, particularly before the going home day or before visitors come. I have this Aven facial spray, which I definitely remember using a facial spray last time around. It was useful just to keep me cool while I was labouring, and I do remember the hospital being quite hot afterward. I have packed a really small perfume here. This is the Estee Lauder Modern Muse Le Rouge perfume. I don't know if I'll use this after giving birth because I don't want a really strong smell around my baby, but just in case I'm feeling like I need a little bit of something that smells nice on me, then I've got that in there just in case. In this next one, I have packed some earphones. Some earphones to listen to music on my phone if I want to zone out again during labour. Then I have this little mini hand and cuticle cream. I think this came in a glossy box, possibly. It's by Lavera. Really a nice handy size, and it's organic olive oil and organic chamomile for the hands. My hands are always dry, so I thought that would be handy. This is a little sample sort of CC cream, all-in-one healthy glow fluid. It's just a really light kind of BB CC cream, SPF 15, that I've just shoved in there. Whether I'll use it or not, remains to be seen. I then have these just little blotting pads from Muji, and I always have these in here, so I've kept them in there just in case. The next thing I have packed here is the Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Facial Cream. And this is just a little one that came in a Latest in Beauty box. thought it was perfect size for my hospital bag. And then in this compartment I also have the Be Good Youth Enhancing Hydrate, Smooth and Prime Serum, which I would usually put on before the moisturiser. So I've got those in there, and again I think this came in a latest in beauty box. The next compartment houses my toothbrush and toothpaste, some cotton buds for my ears or for removing makeup, a little manicure set here that just has little mini scissors, nail files and so on. I then have a Maybelline Baby Lips. This is just a really neutral shade. It is a really neutral brown shade. Peach Kiss it's called. And it's just in case I want a little bit of hydration with a slight tint. I then have this Hello. This is a grapefruit scented mouth spray. So basically just a breath spray. Just in case again I'm feeling like I need to freshen up my breath a little bit. I have a Vaseline Creme Brulee, and then I have the True Organic Pharmacy Antioxidant Lip Balm. So I've also got that Hurrah lip balm, and I think I've got another lip balm in my baby's bag. I do not want to be looking for lip balm when I'm in the hospital, because I remember last time being so dehydrated. So I definitely want a few options that are easy access for my husband to find. The very last thing in this compartment is one of these little flossers on a stick, where you can sort of pick on that side and floss on that side, toothpick on that side, floss on that side. And yeah, I find these really handy for travel. And so that brings us on to the very final compartment, which is the top one. And in here I have got some Arnica Tablets. These are tiny little tablets that you take to reduce bruising. I will definitely be taking these postpartum, whether I'm C-section, vaginal delivery, either way. It will just help speed up the recovery process a little bit. I have a couple of pens just in case I need them, some bobby pins in blonde. I have some hand cleansing wipes from M&S. I have a few hair bobbles, a few hair ties, because I know that my hair will be in the way when I'm giving birth. And then I also have a plaster in here, which is kind of always in here for travelling. Don't expect to need that for my hospital bag, but it's there just in case. So finally, just to supplement everything that's already in my bag, I have got a to add at the last minute list. These are all things that I kind of am still using right up until I do go into labour, so I will add them just before we go to the hospital. The first is my phone and phone charger. The second is hospital notes. In the UK you carry your own hospital notes, so that's something really important that I need to take with me, and I'm still using them just now with midwife appointments, so I need to add them at the last minute. The next is some money just for vending machines and so on. The next is my post and prenatal vitamins, so that I can continue to take those if I'm in the hospital for a couple of days. The next is snacks and drinks, particularly if it is night time that I'm going into labour or going into the hospital. Then cafes and things in the hospital won't be open anymore. I want particularly to make sure my husband has some snacks and drinks on hand to avoid any grumpiness. Next thing is everyday makeup. I probably will not wear that in the hospital, but I might wear it on the going home day, depending on what time I'm going home. The next is my TENS machine. I'll show you what that looks like in a cutaway. I'm expecting to be using that when I'm labouring at home, so that's just a reminder, but I'm quite sure that will already be on my body on the way to the hospital. The next thing is some chocolates for the nurses, and that's something that I want my husband to bring for me, so that we can give them that as a thank you on my day, on whatever day I leave. And finally, the car seat is already waiting at the door with a blanket in it for us to grab and put in the car because we will need that. You cannot leave a UK hospital without a car seat in a car, so really, really important. I have listed everything that I've packed already and the things that I'm adding at the last minute in the description box, along with any links where I can find them in case you're interested. That's everything that I've packed in my hospital bag for me. Like I said, if you want to see what I've got for baby, I will link that video down below in case you missed it. I hope you found this useful. If you can think of anything that you think I missed, anything essential, please let me know in the comments below. After the event, I will update you with a video of what I actually used again, because I think that that is probably the most useful thing, is to actually see what people actually used in their hospital bag, because I think most of us tend to overpack. Having said that, I hope that this video was useful for you. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and hit that alert button if you want to see more from us and if you want to meet our baby girl when she is born. If you are pregnant yourself, I wish you all the very best for your labour and delivery, and I'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.